just so proud to be here. Well, sir, I'll tell you right now, I come up here today and I thought, well, I know I'm going to look nice because I got this dress just special to come up here. I didn't pay a lot for this dress. In fact, I got it for a bargain. I heard one fellow say I must have got this dress for a ridiculous figure. But I started in out there, and there was two nice-looking fellas standing there, and one of them said to the other, and he said, I believe that's the ugliest woman I ever seen. One said, yeah, she's ugly, but she might be a pretty good old girl. You know, beauty's only skin deep. And the other one said, well, let's skin her. The other one said, you know, I believe I recognize her. That's that Minnie Pearl. She's been down there at the Grand Ole Opry for 175 years. He said she carries on like she's from the country. He said, I bet she ain't from the country. He said, I bet she don't know a goose from a gander. I turned around and I said, well, at Grinder's Switch, we don't worry about that. We just put them all out there together and let them figure it out for themselves. Oh, I believe we've got the happiest old geese and ganders you ever seen. Not a complaint in the bunch. Me and brother, we've got us a brand new chicken flock. The other day, we went over to Steve Jones's hatchery, and he's got a hatchery. He has, sure enough. He's got a hatchery. He's got a dairy, too. And while the speeches were going on last year, when they was all trying to get elected for president, I went over there one day, and old Steve Jones, he had done wired his barn where his heifers was at. And he had done put a loudspeaker in there, and his radio was coming through there, and all them speeches was coming through. And I said, well, what'd you do that for? And he said, well, them old heifers just so happy when they hear them political speeches. Look like they don't know one kind of bull from another. But anyway, we went over and we got us a chicken or two. Me and brother, we started that new flock I was telling you about. We got us 50 hens and 50 roosters. I don't want nobody to be a wallflower. That oughtn't to happen even to a hen. I've been there. Well, sir, but I thought I'd bring you all the latest news from... Some of you are going to get your heads cracked when you get home, I'll tell you that. I thought I'd get the latest news from Grinder's Switch before I come up here tonight, and Lord have mercy, I found out Ms. Orson Tugwell has just had her 16th young'un. Yes, sir, she's had 16 altogether. Well, not altogether either, 1, 2 at a time. But she... I said, well, Ms. Tugwell, you've had so many young'uns. I declare, there must be a lot of excitement. She said, well, I've had so many young'uns. She said she'd run out of names to call her husband. She ain't like Miss Lem Perkins. Miss Lem Perkins named her little young'uns Eeny, Meeny, Miny, and Sam. There ain't gonna be no more. But Miss Tugwell said the other day she was washing one of her little young'uns, and the telephone rung in the next room. She went in there to answer the telephone. She come back, and that little young'un was gone. Couldn't find him no place, and she knowed he was running around in his little birthday suit. And she heard a noise out on the back porch, and she hollered out there, and she said, are you running around out there without your little panties on? And a man's gruff voice said, no, ma'am, I'm reading the light meter. She said she was so embarrassed she couldn't face that feller. She's thinking of switching to gas. And she said one day that a whole bunch of her little young'uns, about 10 or 15 of them, was playing down in the back pasture, and one of them paratroopers from up at Fort Campbell, you know, where they learn them fellas to bail out of an airplane and land with one of them parachutes. Well, one of them just bailed out and just landed right down where all them little young'uns is playing. Scared them to death. They took off running for the house, and one of them hollered and said, oh, Pappy, come quick. The storks done took to dropping them full grown.